Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Carr. Forced out to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
From the gun, Carr. The action here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
5-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Last year's rushing leader among rookies, this is Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty good on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. On first down, Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson.
A 31-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He got his man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Well, a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Carrier. Corey Littleton on the tackle. That's a gain of 3.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Chargers. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Raiders 3. Chargers nothing.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
How about the phases of a successful catch and a completion upper play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
60 yards.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Carr. Now he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Derek Carr, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Tremont Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
The Chargers.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Carr. Flushed out right. Throw right side complete to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
7-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it. But I think the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
after the turnover. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Lamarcus trying to pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
29. Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
This is taken in. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
7 yards.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. 30 yards.
10 at the 32-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Here's Smith to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Chargers 39, Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. The kicker here, it's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. They're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They run it with Jacobs. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his car. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he's got this down to the 35. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to...
He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Well, throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Justin Herbert looking to pass. side. Henry's got it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now this is the third-year man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peak to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling. You just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. To throw again. Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 39-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. Pushing his ball comes out. I think they're going to get this one back. That would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
6-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Carl trying again on second down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. No, bottled up ball. It's out, it's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. Down to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now a carry for Jacobs. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 8 and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.